Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the conjunctions. Now, there are two main categories of conjunctions. So, I have decided that we will not do all of them together. First, we'll do the coordinating conjunctions in detail. We'll understand it properly. And then we'll come to the subordinating conjunctions. Children, conjunctions are very important. It's a very important topic. Although we think that we already know a lot about conjunctions and we can, spot a conjunction anywhere in a sentence. Now, why conjunctions are important, let me tell you. See, because conjunctions, they are helpful to you when you are doing your kinds of sentences. Simple, complex, and compound. Okay, so simple sentence doesn't uh, have a coordinating or a subordinating conjunction in the sense that it doesn't join, say, clauses. Okay, so in a simple sentence, there is only one clause. So the conjunction in a simple sentence may be joining uh, two words or two phrases, but not two clauses. I'll show you how, okay? Don't worry about that. But in a complex sentence and in a compound sentence, we do have, in a complex sentence, we have subordinating conjunctions. In all the compound sentences, we have coordinating conjunctions. So when we know how to spot these conjunctions, when we are asked um, to spot a subordinating clause or a coordinating clause, it becomes very easy for us. See, because we know which kind of conjunction is joining which kind of clauses. So it becomes very easy. I'll tell you how. So let's begin. So we know that conjunctions are used to join or to connect words, phrases, or clauses of equal value. That means nothing is more important or less important. See, because we're talking about what? We're talking about coordinating conjunctions right now. Okay. So coordinating conjunctions means both the values that you are joining, both are equal. But in subordinating, one is more important, one is less important. Okay. I'll explain it to you when we come to subordinating conjunctions. So just remember that coordinating conjunctions join words, phrases, or clauses of equal value. See this. So he builds miniature models of cars and trains. Here, this is a word and this is a word, and the conjunction and is joining these two words. He likes building car models and trading toy cars. Here, these are phrases. Okay. So, building and trading, these two are gerunds. Okay. These are not verbs. That is why these are called phrases. A phrase doesn't have a verb. A phrase is a group of words that makes some sense but not complete sense, and it doesn't have a verb. That is the main thing. Okay, no finite verb in a phrase. So this is the finite verb, but this phrase and this phrase, these two phrases do not have a finite verb. So these are your phrases, which is joined by a conjunction. Third, a coordinating conjunction joins clauses. Okay. So when we are studying compound sentences, this is the kind of sentence that we will be dealing with. Okay. Compound sentences. So clauses, he started building car models when he was 11 years old. So here started is there. This is a finite verb. So this is a clause. And another clause is he now has hundreds of miniature cars on display. So This word here has, this is a finite verb. So two finite verb, that means two coordinating clauses joined by the conjunction and. Now, whenever a sentence, two clauses are joined by the conjunction, you can split these clauses into simple sentences. Like, I can also say, he started building car models when he was 11 years old. Full stop. And I can write the next sentence as, he now has hundreds of miniature cars on display. Good enough, no problem with that. So you see how we can split in a particular way. We can split the sentences that are joined, or the clauses that are joined by a coordinating conjunction. Now this is the very easy list of coordinating conjunctions. I have given you this list earlier as well. If you see Fanboys, this is called Fanboys, and this is a list of coordinating conjunctions: for, and nor, but, or, yet, so. And they have a different, and they have a purpose. Okay, for, you give a reason. Okay, and additional idea. Nor, negative form of or. We did not understand, nor, we did not understand it, nor saw any reason for it. Okay, so this is like a negative form of or. But, to limit or contradict, or to give a contrast. Okay, or to show choices or options. Yet, to limit or contradict, again contrast. So, to introduce an effect or result. So this is why we use contradicting, we use the conjunctions. Fanboys, this is what it is for. Now, this list, if you remember, you will not have to remember any other conjunctions, at least the types. Why? Because you know that fanboys is coordinating conjunctions. So the remaining conjunctions, they are subordinating conjunctions, most of them. And if you see them in a sentence, again, if there is no for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so, if these conjunctions are not there, you know that now the conjunction is definitely a subordinating conjunction, right? Now, one more thing, when you join sentences using these conjunctions. My friends love to collect unique things. My friends love making scrapbooks. Now, in this sentence, the first example shows you, my friends love to collect unique things and making scrapbooks. Now, what the correction shows you is that if you're using the to infinitive, the phrase which is followed by to is called the to infinitive. See here. So either you use to infinitive in both the clauses. Okay. You cannot use to collect here and making here. You either have to use to collect in or to make in both the clauses, or you use collecting and making in both the clauses. So this is how you join. Sometimes you are given an exercise or a question in the exam that join these sentences using appropriate conjunctions. And this is also given to test whether you know this rule or not. That here the sentence tells you to collect, here the sentence says making. Okay, but then you have to either follow this form or you have to follow this form when you make a complete sentence. There cannot be two kinds of non-finite verbs in one sentence. Okay, there can be either this kind or this kind. I hope you have understood what I'm saying. Okay, this to infinitive is a non-finite verb, and this word here, okay, we have made a gerund out of it. Okay, so this or the participles, okay, these are all forms of verbs, but now they are called, they are non-finite verbs. So we do not use separate kind of different kind of non-finite verbs in one sentence. Let's move ahead. Or and nor. Dexter could be your laboratory partner. Jasper could be your laboratory partner. Okay. Now, Dexter or Jasper could be your laboratory partner. Okay. Now, how you are joining using or, and where you are using or and where you are using nor. See, this is a positive sentence. Okay. Dexter or Jasper could be. This is a positive sentence, no negative element here. Therefore, you are using or. But what if Dexter and Jasper already have their own partners? Then they cannot, you cannot use them as your laboratory partner, right? They have their own laboratory partners. So here it becomes a negative sentence. So here you use nor. Dexter nor Jasper could be your laboratory partner. Now you know both of them cannot be your laboratory partner. Okay. So you see where you use or and where you use nor. Here there is a possibility, positive sentence. So or. Here there is no possibility, negative sentence. So nor. Now but and yet. Okay. He promised to take care of the dogs. He forgot to feed them. So, what he has promised here, taking care, is in contrast with forgetting to feed. This doesn't mean forgetting to feed doesn't mean taking care. Okay. That means these are contrasting ideas. So you join it like this. He promised to take care of the dogs but forgot to feed them. Right? Now you remember that if the subject is same, it is not repeated when you're joining the sentence using the conjunction, the coordinating conjunction. It is not required because it means it's the same subject. Okay. So and for. The sales lady was snobbish. The customers were annoyed. The sales lady was snobbish, so the customers were annoyed. The customers were annoyed, for the sales lady was snobbish. Now see here, result or effect, reason or cause. So the result is coming, if the result comes in the beginning and the reason later, you use for. If the reason comes in the beginning and the result comes later, you use so. This is the only thing you have to keep in mind when you are using so and for. It is used in the same sense, okay, to connect the reason with the result or the cause and effect. It is used in, both are used for the same thing, to connect the cause with the effect or the connect or to connect the reason with the result, same way. But you have to remember the order. Okay, the sales lady was snobbish, So the customers were annoyed. So see here, what happens first comes in the beginning. What happened later as a result comes in the latter part of the sentence. The second one, the customers were annoyed. You are telling first what happened, and then you're telling why it happened. Okay. So the reason is coming later. That is why you're using for over here. So this is one more thing that you have to remember. So with this, we have discussed all the coordinating conjunctions. Now some exercises that I have with for you already, apart from the worksheets that I'll be sending you. So there are two sets of sentences given. One is set A, the other is set B. And you have to join both using the correct conjunction. All right. This is a very good exercise because these are the kind of sentences that you usually get when we are doing giving you an exercise or a test in conjunctions. I'll give you time to work this out on your own. She likes to live with her aunt. Her father doesn't want her to. Second one. I'll give you the answers in the end, children. Now you have to give the result. I have already told you where you're using, where you're giving result, addition. I showed you. So she is always lonely. I offered her company. So results and the reason, cause and effect. Remember that. Addition. So one thing happened and another thing also happened of the similar proportion. Two related things. One thing is given first and then the additional thing follows. Again, cause and effect. Result and reason. You can write this sentence in two ways. Now choice. See how the first part, his mother said. His mother said, common in both the sentences. In college is also common in both these clauses or sentences. So here we come to the answers. If you want, you can correct your sentences or you can write down the correct answers. She likes to live with her aunt, but her father doesn't want her to, or yet her father doesn't want her to. So in the contrast, you can use both but and yet interchangeably. Here, she is always lonely, so I offered her company. Or you could write, I offered her company for she is always lonely. Remember so and for? So this part is the reason, this part is the result, the cause and the effect. The audience admired the performers and gave them a big round of applause. So the choice of using the pronoun they here is optional. You use it or do not use it, it doesn't make your sentence incorrect. Both are right. Either you can say the audience admired the performers and gave them a big round of applause. It's clear that the audience is the subject. And if you want to, you can use they, and they gave them a big round of applause. So with this they, it is clear that you're talking about the audience. That is also acceptable. Children, I hope you are writing down the sentences because these are very good examples, the perfect examples to remember the use of the fanboys, okay, the coordinating conjunctions. She always tops the examination for she studies her lessons regularly. Okay, here the result is given in the beginning and the cause is given or the reason is given in the end. We can also say the sentence using so. Okay, she always she studies her lessons regularly, so she always tops the examination. See children, these are very easy to understand because these rules are fixed rules. There are no exceptions. So this is all that you have to remember. Now, I told you as a hint when we were going through the fifth set of clauses that his mother said, this is common, and in the end, in college is common. So you only have to take the middle part of the sentence of the clauses and join them. She is giving him a choice. They are discussing choices. And when you're discussing choices, positive choices that you can do, okay, so for that you use or. So therefore now the sentence has now become, his mother said he could take computer engineering or criminology in college. So children, with this we come to the end of our class. We have done conjunctions today. We have done coordinating conjunctions and once again, these are the coordinating conjunctions, fanboys, okay, for, and, nor, but, or, yet. So here you have to remember that, if you are asked to put a coordinating conjunction, then when you're giving the reason, you use for. And if you are asked to put a subordinating conjunction, then you do not use for, then you use because or since. Okay, so you practice these properly. That is why I have taken 2 days. I'll be using 2 days to discuss these with you, so that there is no confusion between for and since and because and why this and why that. You have to remember, simply remember that for is a coordinating conjunction. Okay. Another important thing was this nor. When a negative choice, that means a choice that you cannot take. Okay, I don't like apples nor oranges. Negative choice. I don't like this nor that. Okay, now in such a sentence where only nor is given, that is a coordinating conjunction. But neither nor or either or is a different story. We are here talking about nor and or. So you don't have to get confused and say, ma'am, in this sentence, nor is there, but then that is neither nor. That's a different kind of conjunction. Either or is a different kind of conjunction there. It's not an or which appears all by itself. Okay. So these are like, the brave kind of nors and ors, they are appearing by themselves. Whereas neither nor and either or are like kinds of twins and they will appear together. Okay, but that is a different kind of conjunction. We'll discuss them tomorrow, and I hope you have understood this. And if not, if there is any doubt, I'm going to give you a very good comprehensive worksheet that will also help you. Okay, so till we meet again, goodbye children. Have a nice time studying throughout the sessions and hope to see you soon. Goodbye.